In life, the people you surround yourself with can either lift you up or drag you down. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of protecting your peace, cultivating wisdom, and maintaining virtue in the face of adversity. But what happens when the people closest to you violate these principles? When they disrupt your sense of harmony or manipulate your trust? Trust and respect are sacred, not to be given away freely. In this video, we're going to explore 9 types of people who, according to Stoicism, do not deserve your trust or respect. This isn't about harsh judgment, but about safeguarding your own well-being and living a life aligned with reason and virtue. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe if you're committed to surrounding yourself with wisdom and strength. This journey is just getting started. 1. The manipulator. Manipulators are skilled at using others for their own benefit. They rarely show their true intentions up front, and instead rely on subtle manipulation to control the situation. They might use guilt, flattery, or even feigned helplessness to bend others to their will. Stoicism teaches us to value honesty and transparency. A manipulator, however, thrives on deception and hidden agendas, making it difficult to know their true motives. When dealing with manipulators, you'll often feel like you're being pulled in several directions at once, never quite sure whether their actions are genuine or if you're being used. This constant second-guessing can erode your peace of mind. Trust, once given, should not be exploited for selfish gain. If you constantly feel confused or unsure around someone, they are likely manipulating you. Stoic wisdom advises us to be cautious and maintain clear boundaries with those who lack straightforwardness. Key Stoic lesson. The Stoics believed in controlling what is within your power. In a relationship with a manipulator, you're constantly ceding that control. Reclaim your inner peace by removing manipulative influences from your life. 2. The chronic liar. Trust is built on honesty. A person who repeatedly lies, even about minor things, undermines the very foundation of trust. It's not just the act of lying that damages relationships, it's the uncertainty that follows. If someone can't be truthful about small things, how can you trust them when it really matters? For the Stoic, truth is essential. It forms the basis of wisdom, and without truth, no meaningful progress can be made in any relationship or endeavor. Lies create confusion and chaos, which are directly opposed to the Stoic ideal of inner calm and clarity. Chronic liars live in a constant state of falsehood, distorting reality for their convenience. Over time, trusting such individuals will drain your energy and lead to disappointment. You'll find yourself questioning everything they say and doubting even the most basic interactions. The lack of transparency creates unnecessary turmoil in your life, something a Stoic would seek to avoid at all costs. Key Stoic lesson. Honesty is non-negotiable. When someone compromises the truth, they compromise the relationship. The Stoic path is about aligning your actions with virtue, and deception stands directly in the way of this alignment. 3. The hypocrite. There are few things more frustrating than a person who preaches one thing but practices another. Hypocrites often claim to live by certain values or moral codes, but fail to follow them in their own lives. They present an image of virtue, but in reality, their actions are far from virtuous. As Stoics, we are taught to align our words with our deeds. Hypocrites, on the other hand, rely on appearances to maintain a false image, while their true behavior tells a different story. Engaging with a hypocrite can lead to disillusionment and frustration. Their inconsistency creates confusion, making it difficult to know where they truly stand. Worse, their moral posturing can cause you to question your own values, especially when their actions contradict the principles they claim to uphold. In Stoic philosophy, integrity is key. If someone's actions don't align with their words, they are living in contradiction, and such individuals cannot be trusted or respected. Key Stoic lesson. Hypocrisy reveals a lack of self-discipline. A person who cannot live by their own principles is out of alignment with nature, and trusting them can lead you away from the Stoic path of virtue. 4. The gossip. Gossip is one of the most toxic social behaviors, and those who indulge in it often lack the virtue of discipline. The gossiper thrives on rumors, negativity, and the downfall of others. They spread half-truths, embellishments, and sometimes outright lies, all for the sake of attention or amusement. In Stoic terms, gossip is a distraction from what truly matters. It focuses on things outside of our control, what others are doing, saying, or experiencing, rather than on self-improvement. Listening to or engaging with gossip not only drags you down, but also corrupts your sense of judgment. You begin to form opinions based on hearsay rather than reality. And perhaps most importantly, a person who gossips to you will almost certainly gossip about you to others. This makes them fundamentally untrustworthy. Key Stoic lesson: avoid distractions that lead you away from personal growth. Gossip is an indulgence of the ego and has no place in a life of virtue. Trusting someone who engages in gossip will only bring chaos into your life. 5. The self-absorbed individuals focus almost entirely on their own needs, desires, and problems. They are the center of their own universe and rarely show concern for others. Stoicism teaches us the importance of community and mutual support. We are interconnected with others, and true relationships are based on a balance of give and take. The self-absorbed person, however, takes far more than they give. Such individuals often expect others to cater to their needs while showing little regard for the needs of those around them. They can drain your emotional energy without providing any meaningful support in return. Trusting or respecting someone who is overly self-centered is risky, as they are unlikely to prioritize your well-being when it conflicts with their own desires. Key Stoic lesson: the self-absorbed lack empathy and understanding, both of which are essential for building trust. A Stoic seeks balance in relationships, and this balance cannot be achieved with those who only focus on themselves. 6. The envious. Envy is a powerful and destructive emotion. People who harbor envy cannot celebrate the success of others. Instead, they focus on what they lack and how others have what they desire. This creates a sense of bitterness that can drive people to act against you, even if you've done nothing wrong. Stoicism teaches us to be content with what we have, to focus on our own growth rather than comparing ourselves to others. An envious person will always feel threatened by your achievements, no matter how small. Instead of offering support, they may secretly wish for your downfall, or worse, try to undermine you. Trusting someone who is envious of you is dangerous, as their emotions can lead them to act irrationally. Key Stoic lesson: envy is the opposite of gratitude. A person who is envious is never at peace and can never fully be trusted to support your growth. Surround yourself with those who seek to elevate, not compete. 7. The irresponsibility can take many forms, whether it's failing to keep promises, neglecting duties, or avoiding accountability. An irresponsible person cannot be relied upon, and trust in them is always fragile. In Stoic philosophy, responsibility is tied to duty, both to oneself and to others. A person who refuses to take responsibility for their actions is shirking this fundamental duty. When someone is consistently irresponsible, they show a lack of respect for your time, effort, and trust. They may leave you to pick up the pieces of their mistakes, or worse, drag you down with them. Stoicism teaches us to value discipline and accountability, both of which are sorely lacking in the irresponsible. Key Stoic lesson: trusting an irresponsible person leads to instability. Stoicism calls for order and discipline, and these cannot exist in relationships marked by unreliability. 8. The victim. Some people are always the victim in their own stories. No matter the situation, they find a way to place blame on others or external circumstances. While it's true that we all face adversity, the Stoic approach is to take responsibility for how we respond to challenges. Chronic victims, however, refuse to acknowledge their own role in their problems. Victimhood mentality can be toxic because it creates a cycle of helplessness. Trusting or respecting someone who consistently avoids responsibility can be exhausting, as they will often expect you to solve their problems for them. They might even blame you when things don't go their way. Key Stoic lesson. The Stoics taught that we must take ownership of our lives. Trusting a victim mindset pulls you into their web of excuses, diverting you from your own growth and virtue. 9. The dishonorable. Dishonor takes many forms: betrayal, cruelty, selfishness, and deceit. People who act dishonorably show a complete disregard for justice and fairness. In Stoicism, honor and virtue are central to a good life. Trusting someone who has demonstrated dishonorable behavior goes against this principle. Dishonorable individuals act in ways that are destructive to others, prioritizing their own desires or gain over integrity. They may betray friends, act unethically, or harm others without remorse. Such people should never be trusted or respected, as their lack of moral compass makes them dangerous to associate with. Key Stoic lesson. Honor is the bedrock of trust. Without it, no meaningful relationship can exist. Remember, Stoicism isn't just about who you avoid. It's about cultivating the best version of yourself by surrounding yourself with virtuous people. Protect your peace, safeguard your mind, and stay aligned with your principles. The people in your life play a major role in shaping your journey, so be mindful of who you trust and respect. If this message resonated with you, and you're committed to leveling up mentally and spiritually, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on future content that will empower you to master your emotions, conquer challenges, and live with unshakable purpose. Stoic wisdom is a powerful tool, and we're on this journey together, so subscribe, and let's continue to build a life of virtue and strength.